Welcome back, guys, to KSP Career Mode. I have done absolutely nothing, as this is completely taken exactly the moment after I stopped recording the last episode, so you've missed absolutely nothing, don't worry. Today, we're going to attempt to find a mission. Oh, there it is. By Kerbol Motion LLC. I'd say we set our goal today to achieve orbit around the moon. We also have to rescue Malcolm from Kerbin. Don't know what Kerbin's doing to him, but I'm sure we can tell it to stop. LV-909 liquid engine in flight over Kerbin. We can test that. However, the thing about these guys is that you can see, if you can see, the completion reward is only 800 and advance is only 375. This means that in order to make our missions cost effective, we're going to have to attempt more than one mission every time, which will make for some interesting flights, because you kind of have to do multiple different missions in quick, rapid succession. So I'm going to accept some of these guys, even though I know we have a lot of these parts aren't there. We have that, and we'll rescue him, and we'll go to the moon. We won't do all of this episode. I say we should, in fact, go to the moon today, and then we will recover our funds next time with a couple of rapid succession missions, which you will see how interesting those get, because it'll basically be me messing up. Another thing I am going to do is I am not going to revert any flights, and I'm not going to delete any debris. I've decided this, so if we mess up and lose a guy, we actually lose a guy. It's one shot or nothing. I can do quick saves, but only maybe in, like, interplanetary. And I do think that if I mess up in this, it should be a hardcore mode, so I think I shall have to just deal with the loss of them. So, taking that into account, maybe we shouldn't use Jeb for everything, because I really don't want to kill Jebediah Kerman. Right, let's see what we can buy. Let's go shopping for rocket parts. 82.8 science, right. If we would like to go, I'm sure we could get this, because I would like some radial decouplers, so I'm going to get them now. And I would also like some SAS. And that's, oh, okay, that's all we can get. Okay, good, fine. I didn't care. I don't even care. Let's just blow all our science instantly. There we go. And we got some big boosters. Now, these will come in very handy in the building process, because I'm going to call this one, let's give it a better name this time. This is going to be the moon rocket. And we're just going to keep evolving this rocket until it's some mutated monster. We're going to call this one Luna 1. But let's make it cool with an I. There. Save. And now, let's let the transformation process begin. Okay, this, while it is a good lifting body, it is not getting us into the, well, it's not getting us to the moon. So, this needs to get us into full orbit, and this here needs to get us, I'd say, 2 of these guys. There. And if we have, no, we don't have any fuel lines, so we're actually going to have to just do this. In fact, let's do that and that. Cool, that's just going to weigh lots. And I'm going to put on a communitron this time. And we're just going to have to simply burn our rocket engines to produce enough power to, you know, to transmit anything. But this is just in case we need to transmit data, because we're full of crap. And we are full of crap, so yeah, that came out wrong. Okay, let's work on the lifting stage. So this is going to need some heavier rocketry Mahuzits, and let's try to watch cost as well, because we don't have much in the way of funds. Come on. Oh, there we go. The reason I'm using these LVT30s is because they cost $850 as opposed to $950, and who really needs gimbals anyway, right? So Now, the SAS module, we're going to actually put that on this craft. And I know it's going to burn electric charge like crazy, but we need to turn this thing. In fact, how much does this cost? If it's 1,322, it's 600, so I am actually going to recover it with this, which is why I'm going to put it on the top. We would like some radial decouplers, like so. However, I'm going to give this, I'm making this up as I go along. I'm going to put that there and that there, and then where's that gone? The reason I'm doing that is so that that will have slightly more fuel than the outer tank. Wow, that was beautiful. Then the outer tank there. Do we have any struts? No, that may be a problem, but we will deal with that problem later on. Now, we'll do this so that the rocket actually is jettisoned off the side, so them and them will go, so those decouplements, and yeah, those fire, and then that, and that, and then that. Okay, so I think that is going to be the main moon orbiter. It's as simple as I can make it, and we don't have many parts. So as I just fix the staging here, I'm sure I've made myself sped up so that you didn't just see me just messing around for ages. So those will fire, and these will fire. I've thought this through. And the middle engine will only ignite after that and that goes, yes. And then we'll be left on only liquid engines, good. And then these guys will ignite, and that, yes. And then that and that, good. Luna 1 is ready for testing. So if we are ready now, let's go. In a very camp style, apparently. Okay, this looks stable already. We need to make sure that, that's close enough. We should be fine for that. And the reason I'm checking this is, yeah, we're gonna do a bit of time acceleration here. There is a trick, or it's not really a trick. It's the phase angle. Oh, hello. That's that guy I guess we need to rescue. The phase angle for the moon is roughly 90 degrees from the surface, so right when it comes above the horizon is when you should be about launching, so that's about perfect. And the reason I'm checking this, and the reason this is important, is because we want to burn all the way to the moon. Wow, that is wobbly. That does not look healthy. Those are useless. Great. We want to actually burn all the way to the moon without just getting into one orbit and then staying there, just because it is more efficient to do it all in one go. Because of the butterfly effect, technically it will be more efficient. And we also want to set up a free return orbit, sorry, which means that it will be set up so that as long as we stay coasting around the moon, we will eventually return to the same spot that we were in, without having to burn any fuel around the moon to adjust this. So we shall try and do that, but if not, meh. Those guys go, and the rocket explodes. Yay! So, again, honoring my rule, what do I do if I maybe... Will that be stable enough? How about that? No, right. We're going to have to actually jettison that. Hopefully we can recover things. If we can recover things, then great. Our newfound SAS is doing absolutely nothing. If we can recover the situation, then we can still go for the moon. I know that is incredibly optimistic, but come on, if we can flatten out here. We're almost flattened out, so that we're just making up whatever velocity we just lost. How much fuel are we on? We're nearly full, actually, in these tanks. Okay, well, we're not dead. Yay. That's a bonus in its own right. You know, you're lucky when you're not dead. Okay. So we can see the moon, and oh, just below the moon, coming out of the atmosphere range there, if you can see the dot is actually Minmus. That's very interesting to see. Cool. I'm glad we saw that. That looks quite nice, actually. Screenshot, because it's probably the best that we'll do. Just not being down at all. But I'm getting the feeling we are not going to make it into orbit. I don't know what's telling me, just, you know, my instincts. And I know exactly what I did wrong, I know exactly how I'm going to fix this. So if this doesn't work, which I very much doubt it will, I know exactly what we can do to remedy this. Sorry if you just heard a loud bang, that was me touching the wire of my headset. Sorry about that. Okay, so, 30 kilometers, not bad. Well, it's a moon rocket, I guess, but... Damn, that was annoying. We could have been there. Could have been there. We're so close. May as well try this. I did pack loads of fuel into this, so hopefully we can still make it. Maybe we will. Okay, let's actually have a look here. So we get up to our apoapsis, and then we will do a burn. One big burn. It's our inclination. Yeah, it's fine. Kerbol escape. No, thank you. Ah, here we are. This is the no return, or free return, sorry, orbit that I was talking about. So you can see it will put us in exactly the same place as we would. So we're actually just going to coast to the moon, and then we're going to enter its sphere of influence, and then we're going to make it right back out. I think that's fairly good, considering that we should be dead right now. So let's actually start this burn off, because it's a big one. And for the sake of everyone watching, let's speed up time using the wonderful fizz warp. Which, by the way, if you're in space, it is Alt and then the period and comma keys. But be warned, large spacecraft and burns do not always mix very well, so use this wisely. Here we go. Getting up. Let's see, our electric charge is probably dropping. No, it's staying pretty much constant. Okay. Does this actually produce electric charge? No, it does not, so I'm going to turn off my SAS. And... actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to toggle this torque. There we go, so that is useless, but we do at least have ourselves a... no, that's not at all what we wanted. Bring it right back. Oh, crap. We will at least have a lunar orbit. There we go, and our periapsis will be to 300,000, because that'll get us a little bit closer. Great! I would say that is a success. So let's get around the light side here. That is a success. That is a success considering the odds, I would say. Haha! Take that, moon. We are going to reach you no matter what you throw at us. Okay, so, coasting in. We're not going to get very close to you, however. We're going to just barely skip. It's going to be at about 2 million meters. So, that's fine. However, we can get vital data and science as long as we're here. So, let's have a look at our mystery goo. 30 science. Wow. The goo feels right at home here. I'm sure it does. Does it come from them? I'm not quite sure where it comes from, actually. The goo seems to be less dense here. Maybe that's what it does when it's comfortable. Okay. Take a crew report. 15 science. You look at the surface of the moon and try to find a good landing space. The inside of the craters might be the best option. Thank you, Kane. I will use that. Because they are flat. Okay. Let's get this guy out here. Let's get him off. Come on, be brave. There we go. Well, I mean, considering this is our third flight ever, uh, not bad. Not bad indeed. So we're progressing nicely. Come on. Oh, I was pressing. Okay, so I've been playing Space Engineers a lot recently, and now I think that the jetpack controls are sea and space, and so I end up just floating around aimlessly in space in KSP because I keep going, why isn't space going? Why isn't space going up? Because it's shift and control. Whoops-a-daisy. Okay, so here we are. Just bringing this thing down, and I think all we have time for now is to return to the moon. Not the moon. Oh right, yeah. Let's try out this free returns. It's not Let's try out this free returns orbit, and hopefully we should come right back down to 310,000 meters with a tiny adjustment now. We can plunge ourselves into the atmosphere. I'm afraid we can't be extremely picky about our landing spot because I am not quite an astrophysicist, and so I could learn the equations, but I'm in mid-recording, so maybe one day we should actually figure out how to gauge timing and adjust our orbit so that we always land. Okay, getting down here. That is a nice continent. That's a nice consonant. No. Okay, so bringing us down here. Next episode, we are going to do what everyone sensible person would do and return to the moon. You know what? I can get some funding away from camera, and then we will return and land on the moon next episode. I will build the craft during the episode as well. I am thinking maybe we should build the craft sped up or something like that, maybe to save us some time here. Thank you for nothing, Antenna and SAS. You were all but useless. So we'll be taking that off for this moon mission. However, this moon orbiter we know has plenty of delta V to do whatever it likes, and we really didn't need any more fuel than we had in that launcher. So, well, we do, because notice we are down to 62 fuel, which is not ideal. We couldn't really do much around the moon with that, but I think we're going to end up modifying this craft as we've been doing constantly. Let's see what it looks like in the cockpit here. Come on. Yay, flames. Woo! Pardon your eardrums for that scream. Mountains. Wait a minute. Oh, no. I thought those were the mountains right next to the KSE. I was going to say, yeah! No, we're about 180 degrees off, actually, if I look. No, 120 degrees off. Not great. Oops. I'm afraid we could not get a surface sample. What a shame. Yes, I know. However, we do have scientific data from around the moon. Not bad for a third flight. Oh, look, there's Minmus again, flashing over the mountains. Try and spot it. It's the star that's flickering. Which is ironic, because the stars are the ones that flicker in the... God, I'm a nerd. But I love it. I'm going to try and keep this thing visible here as we deploy the chute. That is, what a picturesque scene that is. Feel free to print screen that. No. Okay. Lovely. Is that a sunrise or a sunset? That is, in fact, a sunset. Lovely and beautiful. That was a 3-day, 2 hours and 20 minutes, 20 seconds mission. However, I am running Kerbol time. You can change this in the settings to run this, which means that days are 6 hours and years are 426 times 6 hours. So that mission was actually only 18 hours. The hours are the same, however, so 3 days, 2 hours, so it would have been 20 hours, 20 minutes and 45 seconds to this point. So, not bad. I just quite like using the Kerbol time because I feel it's more... I don't know, I like to... There we go! And we're down. Let's press our SAS and stop ourselves. Great! That SAS is definitely coming off next time. I'm afraid this is all we have time for, guys, so let's recover him and see what we got, because I can't just leave you hanging like that. We got 117.9 science, 2,316.31 funds, it's okay. 1,168.9 kilometers. Plus 24.3 reputation. Okay, I've been Michael Stoll, a Turtle Living King. Hope you're enjoying KSP Career Mode. Next time we will land on the moon, and in the meantime I will get us some more science, well, not some more science, I will get us some more money so that we can do the things that we like. I will see you guys next time. Bye.